Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Look at how nicely we balance the light here.
It's almost like we're professional videographers.
What are we, YouTubers or something?
I know. We didn't do anything in the camera, though. Like, I feel like we could have done this by doing some sort of setting. We put a lot of light in front of us.
Absolutely. And we're still not using a microphone in
No.
this very echoey room.
I know. We hope it's okay, but it's I don't know where it is. It's somewhere. We don't know where anything is. We don't know where our tripod is, so we're still using the boxes. It's just like... And now it's been like, 3 weeks or something? It's been a long time.
I'm beginning to think that the box tripod is just going to be our tripod from now on.
Permanent.
That's going to make traveling a little bit more difficult.
Good one.
You carry 13 boxes into every hotel so we can film.
Wow. That's so funny.
Over the last couple of weeks, we've been telling you about our new home and sharing different aspects of it with you, and we've been saving maybe the most exciting aspect of all.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is, drum roll, we have roommates. That's right, everyone. Hannah and I are not living here alone.
No, we are not.
Alright, now, without further ado, let's introduce you to our new roommates.
I don't think this is going to be the biggest surprise.
Some people have already guessed it.
Oh my god, this scene just took 15 minutes to prepare.
We are sharing a house with none other than the infamous Liz and George.
Yep, there they are.
Well, I'm less infamous because Liz is much more well-known than I am.
That's true, but maybe now you'll be in more videos.
Yeah.
That's right, everyone. It's my parents.
Also known as George and Mama Bear.
Oh my god, no, please just call her Liz.
Mama Bear, aka Lizzie.
I hate that.
That's right. All of you, or many of you, know Liz and George from our life.
Videos, yeah.
From being in our videos.
Yep.
We have purchased this home with Hannah's parents.
Yes, we have.
We will be living together.
Yep.
And we are well aware that that is not entirely conventional, or, I think that it's not a little bit out of the ordinary, at least here in the U.S.
Yeah.
Outside of the U.S., everyone's going to be like,
You're going to be like, no.
Right, that's normal.
I know. But in the U.S. it isn't, and it's funny. The day that we moved into this house, there was an article in our local newspaper that was like, multi-generational living, the hot new thing, and it was about this like family that had just moved in together. Yeah. I think the pandemic made a lot of people realize that they wanted to be closer to their loved ones. They've been separated, and the same thing happened with us. So it was just funny that there was this article in the paper and we were like, oh, we're doing that exact thing on this exact day.
Exactly. And that, as we did all of this process, and it was a very long, lots of conversations with them about how this would work, what it would look like, what we both wanted from the situation.
Yeah.
And there was some conversation of what will people think of this?
Yeah.
Because it is not entirely ordinary here in the US. Would we get judgment?
Well, and just the fact that we are married has people up, they're in a rage. So obviously we're gonna get comments from people being like, oh, this shows that Hannah's parents are also lying about Shane. I don't even know what they're gonna say.
It's obviously gonna make the trolls have things to say.
Yeah.
But that's always the case.
And we're not gonna break up because of it. They say that about us individually, so we're really not worried about that.
And as we talk more and more about that fear of judgment or whatever, we finally reached a point where we were like, you know what?
Who cares?
It doesn't matter what strangers make up about what they think this means.
True.
We are happy. Liz and George are happy. We are in a situation that is great for both of us.
Yeah. Who cares?
So who cares?
Yeah.
Because we're happy.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk a little bit about why we did this, and then at the end, we're going to talk to Liz and George about their side of everything.
Yep.
So it'll be fun.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
It's time
To talk
about
our lives. Thank you to Hero for sponsoring this video. Many of you will agree there is nothing more frustrating than arriving at the end of the day and realizing that you forgot to take your meds in the morning again. Hannah, take a deep breath in. A little stuffy. Did you take your allergy meds?
No, Shane. You know I didn't take my allergy meds.
Well, I have a solution for you.
I only ever take my allergy medication when I have bad allergies. And then like by day 5, when the medication starts to work and I don't wake up, like with itchy eyes, I then don't take my allergy medication. And then the next day I have terrible allergies. It's a cycle that just keeps going and going.
Well, until now, Hero is going to help you with that. The star of Hero is the Hero Smart device that stores, organizes, and dispenses a 90-day supply of 10 different medications. There is a handy app that patients and caregivers can use to be notified when it's time to take their meds, Hannah, or if they've missed a dose, Hannah, or if they're running low on their supply. So Hannah, each morning, if you got a notification on your phone that said, hey, take your allergy pill, do you think you would remember to do it?
Yeah. Through working with Hero, we found out that I am not alone with this issue. Nearly half of the US population takes a prescription medication, but 50% of them do not take it as prescribed.
Now I'm going to lay some statistics on you. While using Hero, members achieved a 97% medication adherence rate. That's a mouthful, but it's impressive.
Hero members get exclusive access to their complete service, a medication management app, a smart device, and 24/7 support.
So if you or a loved one feel like the Hero service can be useful for you, check out our link below to get $50 off your initiation fee and free shipping. I'm so sorry, I said the wrong amount that you save. You get $60 off your activation fee, and that auto applies using our link below. Or you can use our code Squirmy and Grubs 60, all one word. Sorry about that. We love it. We think you'll love it. Check it out.
So there's a lot of factors involved in this decision, and we're not going to go into all of them.
There's too many to talk about.
There's too many to talk about, but we'll go into a couple of them. I think the one of them, I don't know which one is the main one, they're all sort of equal. One of them is that my brother and his family lived next door to my parents here in Minneapolis for the past bunch of years that we've lived here.
It was a while, like 6 years.
It was 6
right?
years, yeah. It was when we moved to Minneapolis. We're not going to go into our life story of why we moved here. Anyway, my parents moved in next door to them on purpose. That house was for sale, and we were like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. And basically, we're able to see their grandchildren every single day. It was great for everybody. The kids would just like come over, and it made everyone really close. And so we loved that setup.
And I remember when I moved out here to live with Hannah, I was surprised by that.
Yeah.
Like, she was like, yeah, my brother and his family live next door to my parents. And I was like, oh, wow, that's unique. So,
Yeah.
like, what is that like? And then when I moved in and, like, saw, how close they were and how great it was to be able to hop over to your family member's home to borrow milk
Yeah.
and, like, have them over for dinner. It was just really cool.
And that was just chance that house went on the market. Like, that was never a plan. So they sort of stumbled into that, and, we all saw how well it worked. So then my brother and his family needed a bigger house. So they moved last year, and my parents were just in their house, and, strangers moved in next door, and it was a little bit sad. And so they were like, we'd be open to moving. Like, we don't need this house anymore. We bought it to be next door to, the kids, and they're gone. And at the same time, we've been looking for a more accessible house, and we're also interested in having kids. And we were like, we really want our kids to have that same experience that my niece has had. And so we were like, looking at maybe a duplex. It's really hard to find two houses next door to each other. So that was like not really a thing.
Yeah.
But we were looking at duplexes, and a lot of them just weren't accessible. My parents didn't want to live on the upper floor. We couldn't really live on the upper floor. So, side-by-side duplexes are harder to find, rare. So we were looking at big houses. That's sort of where we settled into like looking at a house that could accommodate all of us, and when we want to have kids, have room for them too.
Yeah, so it was kind of, both sides, us and them, wanting to be closer together.
Yeah.
It was really hard during the pandemic not being able to see them as often as we used to.
Yeah.
Because when Hannah and I moved into our home, we would visit them or they would visit us literally like every day.
Yeah.
Whether it was just for dinner or to walk the dogs together, or George and I watched sports together. Like there were all these reasons why we would like hang out here and there,
Yeah.
and it was like it just felt so.
Driving 15 minutes each way. Yeah, exactly.
It was a no-brainer that like we would do well living closer together.
And we had lived together, you know, between me graduating from college and us getting our first house, we lived together for, you know, 6 months. And
Yeah.
so we had that experience, we knew. And that house, we were just living in like a tiny bedroom off the kitchen.
Yeah.
So we didn't have any like personal space, but even then we had a great time. So we knew that we were compatible.
And that thing about personal space was a big part of the conversation about finding a house that we could all live in together.
Yeah.
We didn't want a situation where either side felt like we were living on top of the other.
Yeah.
We wanted a house where we could both have our own areas, feel like the house was our own, and, you know, not get in the way of the other. But also, all we have to do is go down the hall
Yeah.
and we're in their area of the house.
This specific house, we can't believe how perfect it is because, you know, it's long, it's a ranch or a rambler, and we're on one side, and really far away, my parents are on the other side of the house. So it's actually quite annoying if you like leave your phone on the other side and have to walk back because it's really far. But it feels like two separate houses with like a common space in the middle.
Yep, we have a kitchen that we share, and then our downstairs, which we'll have more about in a future video, is a really great place for either side to have more area of their own.
Yeah.
So it's just a perfect situation.
Yeah. But enough from us. I think we should talk to my parents about their experiences. Let's have a little mini interview with them.
How does it feel to be sharing a home with us once again?
It feels wonderful.
Aw, that's nice.
It
That
does.
sounded like we paid you.
No, it really does. It feels
Yeah.
absolutely wonderful.
It's what we
it feels,
expected.
It feels very normal.
I think normal is the right word. I think it's the way people should live as opposed to the way
Yeah.
lots of folks live.
Multi-generational living.
There you go.
Yep.
Well said.
They love it.
Wow,
Yeah.
this is like an advertisement for multi-generational living. More importantly, what do you expect to be the worst part of living with us?
Turning into a housekeeper.
For him.
For me specifically, probably.
Yes.
What, like I leave things around the house?
Well, yeah. I mean, you used to. And
Mm.
since you've been in your own home for 2 years now, I find that you don't do that as much.
True.
As much.
So, as much.
Okay.
Yes, as much. And you don't get mad at me if I mention that something needs to be, you know,
For now.
tidied or put away. Or,
For now.
well, and this is why I expect that to be the worst. There you go, in a nutshell.
I don't think I have a worst.
Aw.
I'm trying to dream one up. Give me
Yeah.
a few more minutes.
I mean, we are pretty perfect, so.
Well, I mean, there is that.
They can
Flawless.
be loud.
Not for Dad.
I should state, I don't hear Will.
Then you're the perfect roommate.
We can be as noisy as we want.
Makes no difference. I did see, in terms of things being different, I did see a man walk by me the other day who I've never seen before. And I think he's staying here.
One of our guests.
And he went to the front door and someone had delivered him a sandwich.
That is so true.
This
really
is
What's
new.
going on?
Yeah.
Yes, it was a friend of theirs that was staying here, unbeknownst to us.
That's so
And
funny.
We could have made him a sandwich.
or we could have called the police too. Could have gone either way. Maybe we need some systems in place.
Like a board on the wall that says who is in the
You
house.
know, who's
Yeah.
currently staying here, who's
Yeah.
visiting, who's not visiting. Yeah, something like
All
that.
right.
Uh-huh.
That'll work.
And finally, to close out this video, let's have a little taste of what it's like to live with my parents. I guess this is about my mom specifically.
You're going to be getting a lot more content like this in the months ahead. Wow. You have to tell the camera that.
You had what?
No, you're not doing this.
Come on. What did you have?
I lost all my boosters in Candy Crush. They went away.
And what are those?
They just you earn them from going up levels and watching videos, and they have like freebies and stuff. I never paid for any of them. I just got them all.
And you were stockpiling them?
Well, I don't use them unless I absolutely have to. So I haven't used them.
How many did you have?
I had like 100 of the color bombs, the color balls. I had over 100 of the stripe wrap combos.
Wow.
I had about 150 coconut wheels.
I don't even know what that is, but wow.
But they're all the boosters I've been collecting, and I've been hoarding them and not using them unless I absolutely have to.
And now they're gone.
And then last night I went on and there was zero. There were none.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Gone.
And what did you do?
I wrote to tech support. I sent them an email.
How'd you find their email? Like, did you Google it?
I think there's a way to go through support on there.
In the
I can't
app?
remember in the app.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Have
And
they written?
they answered me and they said, join the community and, get answers there. And I was like, no, I want to talk to somebody. So it said reply above this line. And so I replied and now
you're
I'm waiting for an answer.
Oh boy. I hope they give you your boosters
I
back.
want my boosters back.